from 360 Mortgage Solutions, and today I wanted to have a chat to you about how to get into your property with as little as $2,000. So let's check it out. So I don't know if you were watching Channel 7 this week, but there was a segment around how first home buyers can get into the market with as little as $2,000 deposit. So there was a lot of commentary and questions around how it works and what the pros and cons are. So I thought I'd have a closer look at it for you so that you can decide for yourself whether it's something that is feasible for you. First of all, let's have a look at the pros. So the first thing that comes to mind is you're able to actually get into your first home sooner rather than waiting while you save the deposit. Now this can be music to a lot of people's ears. Getting into your home now while the market is where it is, particularly if you feel that the market is going to keep increasing as it has done in the last few years, which means that the goalpost for your deposit will keep moving as well. So getting into a property now and starting to pay it off will help you get your foot in the market sooner rather than later. Another benefit is you actually get a brand new home. So in the way it works, you're using part of your first homeowner's grant towards the purchase price, towards the deposit if you like, which means that you need to build a brand new home. This means that you get a brand new house that no one else has lived in, and what first home buyer doesn't want. So now let's have a look at some of the cons. So one of the first ones that comes to mind is there are a few lenders out there that will let you use first home buyers as your deposit without any genuine savings. And there's few lenders out there that will let you add your lender's mortgage insurance onto the loan after settlement, taking it over 95% of the value of the property. So basically, what all of that jargon means is you have a very select few lenders, probably one, maybe two, that you can choose from. So basically it means that if you don't fit with that one lender, then unfortunately you can't do it. It also means that when it comes time to negotiating your rate, you don't get the choice of looking at all 30, 40 different lenders to find the best rate that suits you and your circumstances. Unfortunately, you get given the rate that is with whatever bank that is going to offer you that product. And typically you'll find that they will add a risk fee onto that because it's a high risk when you're lending over 95% of what the value of the property is. Another issue that could arise is when it comes time for valuations. So a third party will value the property as if it was already built. They'll have a look at the plans and the specifications, they'll have a look at the block of land, and they'll put a value on that property once it's built. If that value comes in short, then unfortunately you're going to have to put in some of the extra funds or the deal won't go through. Another thing to consider is variations. So variations to a building contract are when you've decided that you don't like the tile range you've been given and you want to perhaps upgrade to a different type of tile. It's going to cost you a little bit extra, and that's called a variation to the contract. Variations to contracts are something generally you need to pay for out of your own cash. So if you're getting into the market with $2,000 and no more, it potentially means that you won't have any money for variations. So regardless of how much you prefer that better tile or you want to change the color range, you can't unless you've got the cash. Another thing to consider is what's included in the actual specifications and the plans. And what I mean by that is things like fly screens or security screens, curtains and blinds, driveways or landscaping. All these things are all just taken for granted on a property until it comes time to build. So you want to have a look and make sure that the property that you're getting in the contract has all the inclusions that you want. And what you'll usually find is the builder will try and keep the cost at as low as possible for you, but that might mean that you're not getting some inclusions that you potentially can't live without. And finally, another one is lender's mortgage insurance. So I've talked about lender's mortgage insurance before, and you can definitely click on the links below for more information on lender's mortgage insurance. But basically it is an insurance product that protects the lender, not yourself, but you pay for it. And in this type of product that you're looking at or potentially looking at, it's added onto the loan at settlement. So what that means is that figure that you're paying gets added to the loan and you pay that off slowly over 30 years. So potentially that could end up costing you a lot more. Guys, look, at the end of the day, it's absolutely not suited to everybody. It's definitely a niche market, and you want to make sure that you read all the ins and outs and certainly the small print to make sure that it is something that suits you. If you want any more information on anything I've talked about, then make sure you contact me, Marianne at 360mortgagesolutions.com.au, or you can pop your comments in below and I will happily answer them for you. Otherwise, if you are a first home buyer and you're thinking, I really want to get into the market yesterday, but you need a little bit of help getting that deposit, then make sure you pre-register for the First Home Buyers Program so that you can get your foot in the property market on your terms, choosing your loan and choosing your lender. So that's it from me today, guys. Happy savings, good luck, and like I said, if you've got any questions, make sure you let me know.